I didn't get it.
I'm gonna take a little while this time, so I figured I'd better get on the agenda. So the chamber is in the process of applying for 2 grants through the Missouri Division of Tourism. The first is our marketing matching grant, which we currently have, and that pays for 50% of advertising in magazines, billboards, that kind of thing. The second is a marketing platform development grant, which is to develop the new logo, which we discussed last month. The awards announcement for the marketing platform development will be June 15th. I have already heard that we've been accepted for next year's MMG, so that's good. That makes our tourism funds go a whole lot further in doing advertising. So the first thing that I have is I'd like to request the allocation of $675 from tourism tax funds for summer advertising in Show Me Missouri magazine. That will advertise mostly agritourism, summer and early fall type things.
Will there be a motion for the request?
Motion.
I'll second.
Motion and a second for $600 allocation from the tourism and marketing.
675.
675.
675.
75. All right, any questions on the motion? All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Move over one chair, say no. Move over one chair, say no.
He's not here tonight.
The second thing that I've got, it is time again to order the American flags that line St. Francis Street during the summer. Luckily, we don't need nearly as many as we did last year. We only need 33 American flags, not the poles, just the flags themselves. Last year there was a little bit of confusion, some of that on my part, having just started. So we talked about paying more for higher quality flags at that point. However, if we stay local, none of our local vendors are able to get high wind rated flags. So I have 2 different options for you tonight, if you'd like to vote on those. The first is a poly cotton flag, which costs $7.85. And then the other is nylon, which is $21. The previous suppliers we were using, it was $25 a flag. So either way, it will be a little bit cheaper this year. We also discussed getting the flag swivels to hopefully they won't wrap around a little bit. I had pricing of those as well, but I was told by the Board of Public Works people who normally put those up, they've tried that in the past and it's not made too much of a difference. So I just think getting the expectations set up front for this year and also the timeline for when they get set up, whether that's going to be for either be Labor Day or Memorial Day to Labor Day or Memorial Day through the Delta Fair.
We talked about that, doing it for the Delta Fair.
Mhm.
Already,
I would like to see, I mean, if that's okay with you, I'd like to see it Legion Fair, to after the fair.
After the fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I brought that up at the Legion meeting too, and I'd like to see it.
Okay, I agree. That'll put a little bit more wear on them just because of the extra time out, but I think that would be great for the tourism events that we've got going on.
So I'm not familiar enough to have a good answer on the material. Anyone, are you?
You know, I'd like to go ahead and buy the least expensive and just see how they last for a year. And if they work out, that's fine. If they don't, we'll know not to buy those next year.
See, I'm right the other way, it goes out farther. The cheap ones, if we flew every day, a cheap one would not even last 1 year.
Is that right?
And we'd buy the good ones, I mean, when